Hey guys, it's Kara from iStampin.com. Thanks for joining me today. Today I've got this super cute little Halloween 3D box to show you, and it uses some fun brand new products out of our holiday catalog and then some products that you can find in our annual catalog. So why don't we get started? I've got everything here that we're going to need in this basket, and as a reminder, you can head on over to iStampin.com, look for today's blog post, and you will be able to download a project instruction sheet. So for the project that I'm going to make on camera, I'm going to change up this little tag just a little bit. So this one's going to be a little bit different, so you'll have two choices to choose from. But how I created this cute little popcorn box is using our popcorn box thinlets. So you just need to grab, or framelets. So you just need to grab that piece, and what you're going to do is cut out two pieces in thick Whisper White. I like to use thick Whisper White as my base, and then you're going to cut out two more pieces from the Spooky Night Designer Series paper, and this is the pattern with the text that I chose. The back side is a fun little stripe, but I just thought the text was so cute. But when you cut this out on your big shot, just make sure that when you cut the or when you place the framelit on the paper, that the words are going in the right direction. You don't want it to be like that, or when you cut it out, your words are going to be sideways. So just a quick little tip, just make sure that when you cut these out that you're aware of where you've placed the die cut on the pattern paper. All right, so after I've cut those out, that's what it looks like. And what I like to do is to do this at the beginning of the project. I'm going to glue the Designer Series paper onto the cardstock, and I'm going to be using our multi-purpose liquid glue. So I just want to give the paper a little bit of time to dry. And the other thing that I like to do is go ahead and with the thick Whisper White is to fold on all the score lines and burnish it with the bone folder. I have found when I've made these in the past that doing this first makes it really easy to fold on the score lines with the Designer Series paper. So on both pieces, just go ahead and do this. Okay, so we've got both pieces already folded on the score lines, and then now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to run glue all around the outside of this popcorn box, and then I'm going just to lay the DSP onto the box. So obviously you can see that you need two pieces to make a complete box. And while I'm doing this, I just want to give out a quick reminder that today is the last day to take advantage of my online BOGO sale. So you can, oh, whoops, I didn't mean to do that. Oh yeah, I did, okay. Okay, I thought I messed up. So like I was saying, today is the last day to take advantage of my online BOGO sale, and you can find an updated Google document on my website on today's blog post. So if you want to take advantage of getting some awesome deals, then take a look at that. And the one reason why I like to use the liquid glue is that if I didn't line it up correctly, you can slide the paper around because the glue hasn't, you know, it's still wet. So it's kind of forgiving. That's one reason why I like to use that. Then afterwards, I just put I find my biggest acrylic block and just set it there, and then let it set up for, you know, a few minutes. I don't know, maybe like 10-15 minutes. I think that gives it enough time. All right, so here you can see that I made a bow, and then also I made this cute little tag. So why don't we go ahead and make the bow. So I've got a scrap piece of the Designer Series paper, so you can see the cute cat pattern on the back side, and I'm using our bow builder punch. So you can see that. So what you want to do is just punch all these pieces out twice. We're only going to use one of these center pieces, so the other one will just be trash. And then to put the bow together, I like to use our glue dots. The other thing I like to do is the centerpiece. I just like to curl with my bone folder. It makes folding the bow a little bit easier. So just gently just curl that with your, not too much pressure. And then all you do is just grab your glue dot and just put a glue dot on one end, and then just meet the end pieces together. If you want to use your Tombow mono glue, you can. Just as simple as that. And then what I like to do is just kind of like press it that way just to make the bow a little bit fluffier. And then you're just going to repeat. Okay, and then now what you're going to do is you're actually going to bring the two bows together, and they're just going to meet in the middle. So put a glue dot just on one side, and then bring them together like so. And now we're going to take a centerpiece, and you can actually determine which centerpiece you want. So I think I'm going to do this one because this one has a little bit more polka dots on there. And then what I like to do is just to grab another glue dot, and I like to kind of come like halfway in the center of the bow, and then I just fold it over like that, and then I'm going to grab another glue dot for the other end. Then I fold it over again, and then it just matches up like so. All right. So if you didn't catch that, just rewind it. But this, I think this should be pretty self-explanatory. This is a really easy little bow to put together, and it's just so darling. All right, so now we're going to put the tails on. And again, I'm just going to grab a glue dot, and I'm just going to put it right here at the end. Maybe almost out of glue dots. Okay, and so what I want to do is, you know, you just kind of want to figure out how far you want your tails to stick in or stick out. So I think I've kind of like determined that if I match it up with the end piece of this side, that it sticks out about as far as I want it to go. So now with this piece, I'm going to match it up over here, and they should be even. Yeah, perfect. Now with the glue dots, it does have a little give to it, so you can see how like the tails are kind of swiveling. If you don't like that and want it to be like static, you know, then you may want to put just a little bit of glue behind the bow and have it glued down to the tail. That doesn't really bother me, so that's all I do. Okay, so now let's make our tag. So what you will need for this is just a scrap piece of basic black, pumpkin pie, and whisper white. We're going to use stamp Eat at Your Own Risk from the Spooky Cat stamp set. This is a collection in our holiday catalog. If you get the stamp set and the matching cat punch as a bundle, you do save 10%, but we're just using the stamp set today. The other thing that you're going to need is our Memento Tuxedo black ink, and I am just going to stamp right here on the Whisper White cardstock, and then I'm going to use our 1-inch circle punch and punch that out. So this sentiment fits perfectly in that 1-inch punch, which I just absolutely love. And then I'm going to take our 1 1/4 inch circle punch and just punch out a black circle. And then I've already done this, but I'll show you. I'm going to be using our layering circles. I'm taking the smallest scallop circle and die cut that in paper pumpkin. Not paper pumpkin, how about pumpkin pie? And so here we go. So they're going to layer like so. Now on the sample, I did the opposite. I did the black scallop circle and the plain pumpkin pie circle, but I feel like the pumpkin pie circle kind of gets lost, so I'm going to switch it up and see if I like that better. So you'll just need a dimensional to put on the back side of the Whisper White circle, and that's just going to adhere onto the scallop circle like so. And then you'll just need just a little bit of snail. And then the scallop circle is going to attach to the black circle. There we go. How cute is that? Okay, so I think this has had enough time to dry. And so with this already being scored, see how easy it is to fold? So you just want to fold all of the pieces on the score lines, and then we're just going to use our tear and tape adhesive to put the two sides together. So here's my tear and tape, and what I like to do is just put it here on the little flap that the two pieces will match up. Now the tear and tape is a little bit wider than the flap. That's okay. We'll just roll back the tape with our fingers. I like to put the two sides on first before I do the bottom. Okay, and so then now I just take my finger and I curl back whatever is overhanging. This is a really fun idea for if your kids do Halloween parties in school, if you like to do Halloween parties in your neighborhood, things like that, you know, just a cute little party favor to give. Really easy to make. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is I'm meeting this edge, the right edge of one side, to the left edge of the other, and I'm just using the score lines to match it up, just like so, and just want to give it a good press. And then what I can do now is just fold one side, which actually you want to fold this side down. Fold this side down, and then we'll just match up the other side to it. And so there is the box, and then you can just go in with your fingers and just give it a good press. So there's the formation of the box. Isn't that just so cute? All right, so next what we're going to do is we have these two flaps right here that fold back. I'm going to put a little bit of sticky strip on both of those. Okay, and so now what we want to do is we want to put a little bit of sticky strip right on top of those pieces. Okay, so we put the sides down, and then these two pieces just tuck underneath like so. Super easy. And then what I like to do is take my bone folder and just press down. So the bottom is all secure. So the next thing you just want to do is just figure out, you know, what you want to be the front. I think this side looks the best. So now I'm just going to take the bow, and I am just going to use a couple of glue dots and just put them on the back side of the bow. Actually on the back side of the tails. And that's just going to go right there. Just make sure you have it centered and straight. And then I'm just going to come in with the tag, put another glue dot right here in the center, and that's just going to go right underneath the bow. There you go. How cute is that? Just, I love it. All right, and then what I did for the inside is I just, I'm using one of our cello bags. This is our 6x9 cello bag. I just put some treats in there so you can see I just put some popcorn. And then I'm using our vintage crochet trim. This is in the holiday catalog, and it just fits right in there. So I just tied it off, tied a bow, and just trimmed the tails. So you can see that the two different tags, which one you like better. All right, guys, well, I hope you liked today's project. If you did, give it a thumbs up. Make sure you head on over to istampin.com and make sure you subscribe to my newsletter. Also, make sure you hit that subscribe button on my YouTube channel as well. So this was the stamp set that we used, the Spooky Cat, along with the Spooky Night Designer Series paper, and some fun other little fun details. All right, guys, have a great day, and I'll see you later. Bye.